Hi, my name is Viktor and I represent the unit of intelligence Clear Eyes.
You love me and I love you. Your heart hurts, mine does too. And it's just words, they cut deep, but it's our words, just us two. I see fuck you, I hate you, I move out in a heartbeat, and I leave out. You call me and tell me that you're sorry. You love me and I love you. Your heart hurts, mine does too. And it's just words, they cut deep, but it's our words, just us two. I see fuck you, I hate you, I move out in a heartbeat, and I leave out.
Hi, my name is Viktor and I represent the unit of intelligence Clear Eyes. Among us, ex-businessmen, IT experts, athletes and people of different jobs. For example, I have organized celebrations from wedding ceremonies to festivals for thousands of people. I can't say that something made me to participate. All my life I want to help people, and now I know that the army doesn't have enough time to implement new technologies as the war requires. That's why we consider it our duty to improve this situation. Personally, I believe that when choosing equipment for a specific task, you can always find a compromise between the camera and the range. But sometimes you have to work at the limit of possibilities. Because of this, in most cases, preference is given to the navigation system. Even if the drone does not fly far but is able to withstand radio interference and return home, this will be a priority for us. A drone can have different advantages, so it is more important to understand the suitability of a particular drone for a particular task. Of course, everything depends on the severity of the damage. We have our own technical department where drones are repaired, prepared for work, tested all around the clock. The fastest repair is about a day, and some drones lie down for more than 1 month. But our pilots cannot wait so long. That's why we always take at least 2 drones into position. We are currently conducting aerial reconnaissance at the brigade level. Therefore, we perform complex tasks, from reconnaissance and artillery adjustment to planning special operations to identify and attack priority targets. Of course, there are several areas of our work. Some pilots are constantly patrolling the area even at the second. Some of them wait for takeoff to perform specific tasks on the plane. And some pilots work only at night to have intelligence data 24 hours a day. Since March 2022, the Clear Eyes group has worked in different directions. Among them, the Kharkiv direction, the liberation of Dnipro, the Kherson direction, Vyrichna, Donetsk direction, the battle for Bakhmut. We trained and worked with the pilots on Zaporizhia and Kryvyi Rih directions, and our students are generally in each of the directions. Now we are working on the Donetsk direction. We have already liberated Novodarivka, Livadne, and now in accordance with artillery, we are fighting for Bryuta. Most drones or their components are made in China. Unfortunately, China cooperates with us with less interest. Russia has regular deliveries of Chinese drones and components for their drones. We use several drones from the USA that we bought ourselves. Sometimes Europe helps, but deliveries of drones from other countries are rare. That's why we use Ukrainian drones that have proven themselves in combat. Since we work with artillery every day and the using of kamikaze drones is relevant for us, only in some cases. The variety of Ukrainian drones which we use is quite impressive. They can be like multi-rotor or aircraft types with or without ammunition, and more kamikaze drones have appeared recently. When we plan a mission, we always select equipment in accordance with the operating conditions and also mission objectives. Therefore, when choosing a drone for a specific mission, we always analyze its capabilities and results in this case. Sometimes we take light and high-speed drones can effectively hit targets. Sometimes we need drones that can hang in one place for a long time with large zoom, but we always understand that there is no point in using a drone which cannot cope with the current task. When we operate as an artillery adjustment, the drones only adjust, but when we use kamikaze drones, the priority targets are electronic warfare, anti-aircraft fire, anti-aircraft gunnery, headquarters and ammunition storages. We don't have enough drones to waste, so we try to end each flight with a strike that depletes the enemy forces. Of course, a big problem is the stress that pilots constantly face. First of all, we try to ensure that our pilots get everything they need. So a large team works to ensure that they have timely food, water, the ability to maintain hygiene and be able to work in different positions with different distance from the enemies. We also understand that after certain events, pilots need to be transferred to a completely different job if they cannot cope with the stress. For example, on unloading days, we arrange training for pilots with new drones and exchange of experience with new pilots. And of course, the main scene in our psychology is that Clear Eyes is one powerful team of siblings trying to take care of each other. For me, as a commander, it is important that my fighters feel their needs are the needs of the entire unit. And I will make every effort to ensure that they have everything they need. Whether they need a power bank, a Starlink, a quality first aid kit or a car. While working as an aerial scout or in general as a soldier, there is a risk of dying or being injured at least several times a day. Of course, there are moments when we are fired with powerful weapons, but most often in such moments I feel responsible and afraid that I will not have enough time to help, or someone will not have enough time or knowledges to help the wounded. That's why we spend a lot of time preparing not only with drones but also in tactical medicine, mobility features and other life-saving knowledge. Because when you are ready to, you know what to do. I feel protected when I know how to act. In modern war, drone operators are not only intelligent but also the eyes of other units. We are aware the responsibility and the fact that artillery work and assault operations depend on us. At the same time, this is a radically new branch of the Army's development, so we often experiment, teach and learn new skills from our comrades and adapt to the conditions on the front. Other of commanders may not have enough knowledges or do not fully understand the features of the drone's operation, so it's necessary to communicate a lot in order to understand the task and justify the pilot's actions. I want to appeal to everyone who watched this video not to be indifferent to the war. Hundreds and thousands of civilians are suffering and dying every day on this war. It may not affect you now, but a war in any country has global consequences. We will not surrender. We can only be destroyed in order to capture. But if Russia destroys Ukraine, it will not stop, but it will generate new wars in Europe and in the world. Now we can overcome the enemy only thanks to external support. We need drones and cars. If you can help financially or informationally to find volunteers who can help, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support.